to experts and find out what the micron ratings are of the various filters and their price points. And definitely talk to a pool expert about the idea of upgrading to a saline pool. Less bacteria, less chemicals, healthier for your skin, healthier for your system, healthier for your pool system, and longer lasting as well. So that is why virtually every new pool that goes in the ground these days here in the 21st century is some form of a saline pool. So Susie, thank you for the call. Hope that answers your question. So let's talk to Karen. Karen, welcome home. Karen, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hi. Yeah, I was wondering, is there a way to stop cats from jumping on the roof? Yeah, we have a flat roof, and they climb on the fence and then they jump on the roof, and they're really loud. It sounds like a person walking up there. And they also have cats.
Oh my God. cat fights on the roof.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. I'm not sure that I've encountered that question before. All I could think of is if there's somehow that you could put some kind of a barrier up on the roof that isn't going to be, I mean, when we say a flat roof, do you have a parapet? Is there like a parapet wall around the outside of your roof? Or when you say flat roof, it's just flat and visible for everybody to see?
There's like an obstruction. You can't really see it clearly. Just from certain angles is where you can see it better, like the sides and stuff, where it's flat.
Okay. I mean, the best thing I could think of is, there are those wires that have the small current in them that we use to keep other pests outside of the yard. Maybe there's a way of mounting one up there that would keep a cat from having access to the roof. But of course, we don't want to do something that looks ugly from the street. So if it's something that you could pull off without anybody else seeing it, then you could get creative in that regard. But if this is a roof that everybody can just kind of clearly see, I don't know, put a dog up on the roof? I'm not
right.
Sure.
Yeah, right. It's a condo, so,
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure I know how to advise you on that one, Karen.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody call either.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I think you stumped me on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure how to keep cats off a flat roof. You got me. There you go. You got me. I surrender.
Okay,
all right, Karen, good luck.
Anyway. Okay,
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. When we come back, I'm going to try and get a couple more of them right. How about that? You're home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. More calls up next. Let's hear the news.
I'm Andrew Caravella, live from the Kfi 24-hour newsroom. A man has pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 3 years in prison for setting several fires along the 261 toll road in Irvine. 7 people have been charged with allegedly selling drugs laced with deadly amounts of fentanyl, resulting in death, including a teenager who died in Lake Forest last year. And the governor of Florida has signed a new state law that keeps critical race theory indoctrination out of schools and workplaces. We'll take a look at traffic on the 14 next.
Hey all, it's Dean Sharp. Blackout. Remember when a power outage was something that actually made it on the news? Yeah, now it's just another day in Southern California. But the fact is, every year, outages threaten the health and safety of homeowners and are a major loss of revenue for businesses. That's why I've turned you on to Duffy Power. Duffy can't keep your corner of the grid from shutting down, but they can keep your home and your business from shutting down. They can install a backup generator for your home for as little as $72 a month. Now, Duffy knows backup power is a new thing for a lot of homeowners, so they have put a lot of info on their website to help you better understand what it means for you. And not just homes. Duffy built their reputation keeping businesses running through every kind of emergency and outage. Duffy is there 24/7, 365. So whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, reach out to Duffy Power today. You'll find them on the web at DuffyPower.com. DuffyPower.com. That's DUTHIE Power.com.
Spring Fest is on at Lowe's. Right now, get premium modes for the new low price of $2.98 a bag. Lowe's, come to any possibility. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Dollar $421.22 through $427.22. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
KFI traffic not looking good. A car has caught on fire on the 14.
Stop on the property of the Canyon Road. It's a car fire there with 2 left lanes. Lots of stuff you change back to 4 Golden Valley Road. Staff still working in commerce on the southbound side of the 5 just past Barfield. That's the 2 left lanes blocked there. And the back of almost to Atlantic now. Good news in Montebello on the eastbound side of the 60 at St. Gabriel Boulevard. That track cleared over to the shoulder. The drive is fighting to recover from Paramount Boulevard. Fire in the sky. That's 6 go faster. Kentucky.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Big Cheese presents Successor. You stand before the new Signature Stock Sugar menu of Cheese. 5 cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. That's a loaded A1 stock sugar. And your mouth wonders, what are you down, my lord? Cheese. Happy taste good.
Automated marketing messages from Freshly. Messaging to listen to no purchase required. Terms apply. Available at freshly.com/terms.
I really want to eat better, but I don't have the time. Okay, girl. Go to freshly.com. Our nutritionist-approved meals are prepared by skilled chefs and delivered to you fresh every week. I don't have time to prep and cook. Freshly's meals are already cooked. Just put them in the microwave for 3 minutes, and you've got a hot, gourmet, delicious, nutritious meal. And now, get $125 off your first 5 orders when you text BITE to 64,000. With Freshly, there's no worry about grocery shopping, ingredient checking, or hours spent prepping and cooking. Savor Freshly varieties, from comfort food classics that are carb-smart and gluten-free to dairy-free options, plant-based meals, and more. And you can adjust meals and deliveries based on your schedule. A healthy, delicious meal in 3 minutes? My time for that. That's Freshly.
And now get $125 off your first 5 orders when you text BITE to 64,000. That's BITE to 64,000. That's BITE to 64,000.
Hey all, it's Gene Sharp. What comes to mind when you think about your tap water? Let me guess. You don't like the taste, you don't like drinking chlorine, you don't like hard water scale, and you don't like that the only drinkable water is all the way in the kitchen in plastic bottles or at that funky little spout. I hear you. So here's the solution. A whole house water filtration system from Light Source Water. With Light Source, all the water in the whole house will taste delicious. In part because there will be no more chlorine or chloramine. And in part because it helps reduce hard water problems, but not by adding salt or taking healthy, good-tasting minerals out. It's ultimate filtration and protection for your water in a maintenance-free system. And right now, you can own a Light Source system for as little as $86 per month on approved credit. Call Light Source today at 800-803-2696. That's 800-803-2696 or visit lightsourcewater.com. Light Source Water. Taste and feel the difference.
There are so many words they could use to describe Panera's new stuffed chicken sandwiches. But when you have a bite, you might just be left speechless. Panera, the familiar made fantastic. Enjoy a $1 delivery fee when you order on their app. Just listen to cars.
Experience the hottest trend in travel. Most maneuverable adventure. Mercedes-Benz sounds or Ford power and all are equipped with luxury amenities. Win about Chevrolet, over 100 camp events to compare and choose from. Save thousands during this limited time event. Free addition and parking. See RVShowsUSA.com for information. Hurry for super savings during the Red Van Expo at Del Mar Fairground and Sunday.
The absolute worst time to find out you've got an AC problem is when the weather outside is scorching, your family is sweating, and the damn thing won't turn on. This is Julian Smith from Service Camping, Fire, Heating, and AC. Those who cut off guards the AC problems. Call us to schedule a precision cleanup and professional cleaning right now. It only takes 90 minutes and costs just $88. So we will keep your air conditioning running reliable and strong all season long. If you can settle problems that need attention, we'll take care of them now. The Service Camping cleanup will also allow your system to last longer, keep your home more comfortable, and lower your energy bill. So call right now and get a precision cleanup and professional cleaning for just $88. Call Service Camp at 833-777-7777 or online at servicecampions.com.
The LA Kings are fighting for their spots in the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs. Every game matters. Every point matters. They need to pack the house at Ticker.com Arena. Get your tickets today at LAKings.com/tickets.
I know the weight of the world seems to rest on your shoulders, and sometimes life seems like it's filled only with confusion and chaos. But I assure you, I have a plan for you.
The Jesus Christ Show. Tomorrow morning at 6 on KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
Team Sharp, the house whisperer. Welcome home. We're talking home elevators today. Fascinating topic. But right now, we're going back to the phone. Jack, welcome home.
Hi, Dean. I have a single story house, but I don't need an elevator today. I just wanted to say I did install a life storage system, and I'm really happy with it.
Oh, that's good.
The water is really good. Okay. And I wish we had a phone number that I could call and get a binary for it. But anyway, my project is a shower event. I need to totally remodel in the back of the house. It's just a stand-up shower, has no tub, and I want no grout back there. So I'm looking at using slabs on my countertop, so I have Cambria quartz. I don't know if I can use Cambria quartz for the top walls, or if I should use marble or granite. And the last question is, so I use it on the ceiling as well as the wall?
Okay. Good question. Yes to all of the above except for the ceiling question. You can use granite, you can use marble. I mean, we put everything imaginable in a shower, and any slab material that is countertop worthy for your kitchen has no problem handling hot and cold water and steam in a shower. So, yes, full slabs of Cambria, any kind of quartz material whatsoever. And there are so many varieties on the market, many of which simulate stone pretty well, depending on the brand and the style. And then natural stone. The only thing I would say is, of course, with marble, as always, the same warning that we give when we put it in the kitchen. Marble and granite need to keep sealed. And Cambria, quartz, which is a man-made material, its only Achilles heel in the kitchen is really heat, meaning, you can't just drop a 400-degree pan on it without getting a little potential heat ring. But in the shower, that's never going to be an issue whatsoever. So they're pretty bomb-proof in shower applications. Quartz is not going to be as beautiful, in most people's opinion, as a natural stone like quartzite or granite or marble. But those elements, because they're natural stone, the price you pay for that level of beauty in there is, how to keep them sealed. But if you do that, probably in the shower once a year, I would say. Some marble guy out there is saying twice a year, Dean. Okay, fine. Once or twice a year. But you keep them sealed, and it's a lifelong, beautiful shower scenario. Now, as far as the ceiling is concerned, how tall is the ceiling in the shower?
8 feet.
Okay, so it's an 8 foot. And are you planning on ever using the shower as a steam shower?
No.
Okay. So my general feeling is we default to putting a hard surface material on the ceiling. Why? Because steam rises, because water condensates up above. But is that a guarantee, if you don't, that you're going to have drywall problems? Well, number one, if you use green board, which you should up there, green board drywall, which is a moisture-resistant drywall, and you use a moisture-resistant paint in the bathroom area, something really good, like an Aura Bath and Spa from Benjamin Moore, sponsored the show. But an Aura Bath and Spa something that's really designed to resist moisture, and the shower doors aren't too tall, so that you're trapping most of that steam. So if we've got good ventilation, if the shower doors aren't trapping most of the steam and moisture inside the shower chamber, then you really are not going to have a problem running a painted ceiling in there. However, the bomb-proof solution is always to, take the same materials that you're using on the shower walls and pop them up there as well. When you do, though, let me be clear. If you're going to have a painted ceiling, you can just run a standard ceiling suit. If you're going to put a hard surface up there, like marble, let's say you're doing marble on the walls and you're going to put marble overhead, you're going to want to slope that ceiling ever so slightly. Don't put it up completely level. Put it in on the tiniest of slope. I'm talking about an 1/8 of an inch per foot slope. Just ever so slightly slopes from the shower door back, slopes down towards the back shower wall. Why? Because if we put stone up there, it's a cold material, and the steam and moisture that rises from your hot shower will condensate very easily on that material. And as it condensates and turns into droplets, what you don't want is a cold rainforest dropping droplets of water on you while you're taking your hot shower. And so what we do is we pitch and slope that ceiling back so that that water runs along the ceiling to the back wall and then runs down the back wall instead of dripping in the shower. And it is a weird thought. You would think, well, it's all hot water. It's not. The temperature coming out of the shower head is one temperature. By the time the moisture condensates on the cooler tile up above or slab up above, when it starts to drop on you, it's kind of annoyingly cooler than the hot shower that you're taking. And so slope that ceiling back and change the, get that water so it doesn't drip on you. Jack, thank you for your question. Really good one. When we return, we are going to fall back down the shaft of the home elevator. Oh, we don't want to do, that's what you don't want to do. But we're going to talk about home elevators as we return. I'm so glad you joined me this morning. A lot more to come. You're home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer on KFI.
News without the few.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The number keeps going up. I'm Andrew Caravella, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. There's been a 56% increase in the number of homeless people who have died in LA County. There's also been a 70% jump in deaths of those homeless people 30 to 49 years old. The third annual report on the homeless was released yesterday by the LA County Health Department and shows for the first study, 1,271 homeless people died, and by the third study, 1,988 died. Drug overdose was the #1 cause of death, followed by heart disease and then COVID-19. Meth was the drug of choice for most ODs, and fentanyl accounted for a 45% spike in drug-related deaths. The report also shows those up to 29 years old died at twice the rate of veterans groups. Steve Gregory, KFI News. A woman and her boyfriend in Hacienda Heights who are connected with the murder of her daughter have been sentenced. The LA County Police say Tequesta Graham and Emil Hunt got 15 years to life and 25 years to life in prison yesterday. The couple faced murder and torture charges. The body of Graham's 9-year-old daughter was found partially inside a duffel bag near an equestrian trail in 2019. The LA Times Festival of Books is going on at USC. The annual event had been canceled for 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. More than 500 authors are expected to attend the festival, many of them signing their work, meeting with readers, and taking part in discussions of their inspirations, current events, and the craft of writing. 7 people have been charged with allegedly selling drugs laced with deadly amounts of fentanyl resulting in death. DEA Special Agent Bill Bodner says all the prescription drugs sold on the streets or on social media are laced with fentanyl.
We can't stress enough the importance of having conversations with our children and young adults about the dangers of fake prescription pills.
Bodner also says many powdered drugs like cocaine are now laced with fentanyl. One man allegedly sold fake oxycodone pills to a teenager who died in Lake Forest last year. Police have found the alleged gunmen who shot at least 4 people in a shooting near a college campus in Washington, D.C. Schools and businesses were put on lockdown yesterday while police searched for the man who is now dead. This guy was leaving the subway when he heard bullets.
I just lived down the street, so, thinking that very well could have been me, right there.
The shooting was recorded and posted online. The 4 people are expected to recover. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby says the U.S. is continuing to help Ukraine. Kirby says Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is trying to get a long-term solution in place with other world powers to help fund Ukraine's war with Russia.
But I think he actually wants to take a longer, larger view of the defense relationships that Ukraine will need to have going forward when the war is over.
Kirby said drones being sent to the Ukrainians will meet their needs to help fight the Russians in the Donbass region. He says the U.S. is asking countries who rely on Russian services to draw back as much as they can. President Biden wants to cut the cost of prescription drugs. Biden spoke at Green River College in Auburn, Washington yesterday and said he wants Congress to limit the price of insulin to $35 a month, which is 3 times what it costs to make the drug.
If you're on Medicare, you won't have to spend more than $2,000 out of pocket, which is a lot of money.
Biden also wants to limit what seniors pay for prescription drugs. He wants an oversight process for increases in drug prices, and he wants to give Medicare the authority to negotiate drug prices. A person has set themselves on fire in front of the U.S. Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. Officials say the Supreme Court Police, U.S. Capitol Police, and D.C. Police responded last night. The person has been airlifted to a hospital. Eddie Van Halen has made a 7-figure donation to a nonprofit music education foundation in Studio City. The Mr. Holland's Opus Foundation, named after the 1995 film, says the money will help its mission of creating and sustaining music programs in schools. Van Halen has a longtime supporter of the foundation, has been a longtime supporter of the foundation. The donation came from his will. He died in 2020. Well, that was sudden. Right now, let's get to traffic. There's a crash on the 60.
Out of the 60, actually, it's heading into Moreno Valley. 60 west on just before Gilman Springs Road. The Toyota Tundra investigation continues. All lanes have been lost here, and you are shut down on 60 west and all the way back to 10. In Commerce on the 5 freeway southbound at Garfield, just past Garfield, last year had to have a 2 left lane shut down and a really heavy drive before Atlantic. Santa Clarita, the 14 freeway southbound at Placerita Canyon Road, the 2 left lanes remain blocked for a car fire. Slow drive from Golden Valley. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Robert Trubbucky.
Every 3 seconds, there's a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be spending your money, applying for loans in your name, even selling your personal information on the dark web. Everyday activities like online shopping, banking, even data breaches may expose your information, making it dangerously easy to have your identity stolen. Unfortunately, watching your accounts or monitoring your credit, that may not be enough. Protecting your identity, that can be easy with LifeLock, a leader in identity theft protection. LifeLock monitors threats to your identity, and if an issue is detected, it sends you an alert. And if you're a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist works to fix it. No one can prevent all ID theft to monitor every transaction at every business, but LifeLock by Norton makes it easy. Call 800-LifeLock, promo code HANDLE, or visit LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE for 25% off. LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE, 800-LifeLock.
Southern weather from KFI. Lots of sunshine today. Highs will be in the 60s at the beach.